Good evening, everybody. How you all doing? What is good, everyone? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. The Phillies are taking on the New York Mets. It's Sunday Night Baseball. Can the Phillies get the division? That's the question tonight. If the Phillies get the win, they take the NL East for the first time since 2011. And they're hoping to do so with Zack Wheeler on the bump tonight for Philadelphia. A couple of other things to take care of before we get into tonight's game. So we do have some final scores that I could not update, but let's do that right now before the game starts. With Wheeler pitching, probably should not be a problem. I agree. I hope that he does really, really well out there today. Kyle Schwarber will be leading things off for the Phillies. Then it'll be Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott, JT Realmuto, and Brandon Marsh all out there for Philadelphia. And the guy that they're going to be facing on the bump, well, his name is Tyler Megill. And so Megill this season does have a 4.08 ERA. He also has gone 68 and a third of an inning, has a 1.26 whip as well, and 77 strikeouts, along with just 6 homers allowed this season. His walk rate's at 10%, and the Phillies are hopefully going to have some really good at-bats tonight against him. Sunday Night Baseball out at Citi Field, and the Phillies are taking on their arch nemesis, the New York Mets. It is a sold-out, it looks like it's a pretty big crowd up in New York, and it should be an absolute fun one for sure. Schwarber will be leading things off for the Phillies. We also have to remind you, okay, so the Dodgers did win today 6-5, so the magic number for the number 1 seed will stay at 7 for now. However, the Milwaukee Brewers, they played against the Arizona Diamondbacks once again today to wrap up their series, and the Brewers ended up coming back and winning 10-9. So the magic number for the number 1 or for a first round bye still remains at 3 for now. So if the Phillies win, that magic number goes down to 2, and potentially they could get that tomorrow. All right, so Schwarber is leading things off. And here we go, top of the first. Megill comes set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and the first pitch is in there for strike 1. All right, let's go, Phillies. Let's get it done, baby. JJ's got division title energy. DTE. DTE, bro. I have DTE. The ball's 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. I mean, to do something that hasn't been done in 13 years, come on, bro. We got to get excited about something. You know what I mean? It's Sunday Night Baseball. This is awesome. No balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch. The Schwarber swing and a miss. And Kyle Schwarber strikes out. Just like that. And there's 1 gone already here in the top of the first. What am I doing? Where is the white line? There it is. There's the white line. Good stuff. Okay. Good. Here comes Trey Turner. Takes that pitch outside for ball 1. Boy, we are going all out tonight if they win. We're going to go all out. Turner ahead in the count 1-0. Megill comes set and delivers, and that pitch is fouled away. So again, the lineup for the Phillies, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Boehm, Castellanos, Stott, Realmuto, Marsh, and Rojas. And they're facing Tyler Megill. 1 out already here in the top of the first. And the 1-1 delivery, check swing. Did Trey go? And they say no over at first base. Umpires for tonight, it'll be John Lipka behind the plate, Adam Hamari over at first base, Edwin Moscaso over at second, and Vic Carapazza, the third base umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. Megill gets set at the letters, kicks, fires the pitch. Line drive hit out into the left center field gap, and that's going to go all the way towards the left center field side in front of the Verizon wall. Turner was thinking about going over to second base. He took a wide turn over at first and then just went back. He would have been out. Tyrone Taylor has a cannon of an arm. It didn't go all the way towards the wall because Taylor definitely had some speed on it, and Turner got a good jump going over to first base, but did not want to chance that throw. That was a really good throw by Tyrone Taylor. Throw was actually a little bit off, but I'm just saying that he got to it so quickly and it just didn't really matter. So the Phillies do get a single, and Bryce Harper comes up and gets a fastball right down the middle, gets a little piece of it, and is behind 0-1. Mets on the defensive side of the diamond. Well, it'll be on the mound, Tyler McGill. He's number 1. His battery is Francisco Alvarez. And then over at first base, it'll be Pete Alonso, Jose Iglesias over at second. Third baseman's Mark Vientos, and the shortstop is Luis Angel Acuna. Harper does show bunt, but takes it back and stares at the cutter that's upstairs. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Just to clarify. Turner on over at first base. Be nice for him to get a steal. McGill throws back over to first, and Turner dives back in there safely without a tag. Outfielders for the Mets, 7, it's Nimmo. 8, it will be Tyrone Taylor. And 9 is Marte. So left fielder is Nimmo, center fielder is Taylor, and the right fielder is Starling Marte. McGill comes set and fires, and that's high and away for ball 2. What are your final score predictions? Make sure that you comment those down below. The Fightins are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, with red Phillies painted across the chest and blue stars over both eyes. 2-1 delivery, foul ball. So far in this sequence to Bryce Harper, McGill has gone four-seamer, four-seamer, cutter, and four-seamer again. Bohm waits in the on-deck circle. And the pitch to Harper is way inside and low, and that's going to also get away from Alvarez. Hit the backstop, and Turner does advance over to second base. The count full to Harper, and Turner is now in scoring position. Got to be a little bit quicker with those pitches. It was a curveball that just tailed inside, and Alvarez, I don't think anticipated that to go too far inside, and so he was unprepared, but they're going to call it a wild pitch. 3-2 on the way. Called strike 3 at the knees. It was at 95. That looked like it was a good sinker, but Harper was not ready for it, and he just froze right at the knees, and there's out number 2, the second strikeout of the inning for Tyler McGill. And Alec Bohm is due up in the order. Money line is for the Phillies to win tonight. The Phillies are the favorites. They're at minus 155. The over-under is at 6.5 runs. This is according to ESPN Bet. And the pitch to Bohm, foul ball. Phillies lead the Phillies trail the series 2-1 to the Mets. Bohm batting .288 with 15 home runs, 94 RBI as well. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive hit out over to right field. That's over the glove of Alonso. Turner will easily score. Bohm gets over to first base and gets himself an opposite field RBI single to put the Phillies in front 1-0. Got a fastball that was on the outside corner and just was able to get it off the end of the bat and hammer it over the head of Pete Alonso. And now Nick Castellanos coming up. Phillies lead it 1-0. The pitch to Casty, swing and a miss. The four-seamer was up high. All right, no balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, swing and a miss on a slider. So Bohm now ties Cal Rowley with 95 RBI. That's 18th best in all of baseball. Remember, Bohm missed a couple of weeks. The ball is 2 strikes. Bohm leading off over at first base. Wheeler already has a 1-0 lead to deal with. The 0-2 pitch, line drive hit out over to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit too. Bohm is going to go over to second. He stops. He pumps the brakes. The throw is drawn over to shortstop, and Castellanos gets himself a 2-out single. It was a no-ball 2-strike count, and Casti able to get it off the end of the bat and just flick it out to left. 3 singles in the inning so far by the Phillies. It was a hanging curveball, and to Castellanos' credit, he made good contact with the baseball. And really, he has not been striking out too much this season, but he's been putting the ball in play, and something good was able to come of that. So we have time called on the mound already, and it looks like pitching coach Jeremy Hefner is going to go out there to talk things over. Rally towels in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Ring that bell. Two runners on for the Phillies. 2 outs, top of the first. 1-0. Bryson Stott is up to bat, and he takes it inside and is ahead in the count 1-0 here. Stott is hitting .245, has 11 home runs, has driven in 54 runs on the season. He's had a down year overall at the plate, but still has provided a lot of good defensive plays. The next pitch just off the plate for ball 2. Charge! Mets are 86-69. The Phillies are 92-63. 2-0 pitch, and that just misses inside for ball 3. Stott came in the pinch hit last night and ended up getting a single in the 8th inning. 3-0, and there's a called strike. Brandon Marsh, who's also back in the lineup today. He's in the hole now, but he also came in the pinch hit last night. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 runners on. 2 outs, top of the first, and the 3-1 pitch. And that is just fouled off of the foot of Stott. And he is going to take a step out of the box. And the count is full at 3-2. Sent him right off of the front toe. He's in some pain. Doesn't even have the bat. He actually left the bat sticking right up in the box. Lots of orange and blue here. But you definitely see some red pinstripes as well. You also have black and blue. Some of the old Mets jerseys. Now the Braves, we talked about how the Phillies, they need a win to clinch the division tonight. Well, the Braves did win, and if the Mets lose, Braves are just 1 game behind the Mets, and they play them for a 3-game set starting on Tuesday. The next pitch up high and away for ball 4. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the first, and guess who's coming up? It is going to be JT Realmuto. See if the Phillies can capitalize. Rally towels in the chat. Let's go. It's rally time. All right. First pitch to JT. It was on the outside corner, but it's called a ball. Megill sort of smiles a little bit. JT is the 7th man to come on up to the plate. Base is loaded. Bohm at third. Casti at second. Stott at first. And the 1-0 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Let's keep the likes coming. 26 pitches already in this inning so far by Tyler Megill. And JT takes a quick step out of the box. Now steps back in, chokes up on the bat just a little bit. Base hit can give the Phillies 2 runs, at least. 1-1 pitch to JT, and he just stays alive as he fouls that one off the end of the bat. It was a splitter that just tailed on the outside corner. You really want to see the Phillies try to come up with a couple of more runs here. There's a really good opportunity for that to happen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Megill comes set just below the letters, and the 1-2 pitch, there's a line drive hit out over to center field, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder Taylor for out number 3. Hit sharply, but Taylor just right there at the right time. Phillies do leave the bases loaded. However, they do get an RBI single from Alec Bohm to go up 1-0, and we head to the bottom of the first at Citi Field. Mets are coming up to bat, and they'll have to face their former guy, Zack Wheeler. All right. Hi, everybody. How you all doing? Hopefully y'all are doing well. We're going to the bottom of the first. All right. Again, comment down below what your final score predictions are. Jose Iglesias will be leading things off for the Mets, so here is their lineup. It'll be Iglesias, Brandon Nimmo playing out in left field. Pete Alonso is batting third and will be playing over at first base. And it's Jesse Winker, who is DHing and batting in the cleanup spot tonight against Zack Wheeler. Starling Marte gets the start out in right field, and then we'll be batting fifth. Francisco Alvarez is catching, and we'll be batting sixth. Mark Vientos slides all the way down to the 7 hole. He struck out 4 times in last night's game at least, and is playing over at third base. Tyrone Taylor is the center fielder. And we'll be batting 8th, and the caboose is Luis Angel Acuna, who's over at shortstop. All right, so 6-2 Phillies is 3 steps final score prediction. 4-2 says Matt Gillian. 4-2 Phillies. 9 strikeouts from Wheeler, and a 6-2 Phillies win, says Jane. Interesting. And did I miss any more? Did I miss any more predictions? I don't think so. All right, thank you all so much for tuning in. Unfortunately, I think the score will be 5-4 Mets, says Philadelphia Sports Edit. You know, man, we have to have a Debbie Downer. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joshing with you. I'm having a little bit of fun tonight. Wanted to try something a little bit different, but no, you're all good. That's funny though. All right, so here's Zack Wheeler. He is out there on the bump. This will be his 31st start of the season, and probably his second to last start. He has a 2.56 ERA as well, in 186 2/3 of an inning. Edwards says 7-2 Phillies. Iglesias steps into the box, and the first pitch is a fastball that's at 97 on the inside corner for a called strike. Philadelphia sports error. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch on the way. There's a foul ball that's going to go out of play. That makes the count now 0-2. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have already on here, and how many people are tuning in? Give us a count. Iglesias, since September 6th, has the best batting average in baseball with a .414 average. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle, and it just gets through for a base hit right in between the 6-4 hole. And there is a leadoff single. Turner sort of slowed up a little bit. I thought that maybe he was going to... I thought maybe he had a chance to dive there and make a diving stop, but he decided not to do that. I don't know. See again from the replay. That's not really a good angle. Is this one a better angle? Nope, they're just showing Jose Iglesias' head. All right, so a leadoff single here in the bottom of the first. That was a good swing by Iglesias. Here's Brandon Nimmo, who fouls the first pitch back towards the screen. Philadelphia Sports Edit wants to eat a shoe. What's up, Scott? Sunday Night Baseball out in New York. This is the last Sunday Night Baseball game of the season. Nimmo hitting .227. Also has 21 long balls. The 0-1 pitch swung on and hit out over to right field. That's going to stay in the ballpark, though. Castellanos maneuvers over towards his left and will make the catch. Draws the throw over to second base. And staying put over at first is Iglesias, and there's one away. Wheeler got away with that one. Just came towards the middle. It was a four-seamer, and Nimmo was a little bit late on it and just didn't get enough power. Now it's Pete Alonso coming up to the plate, and he gets a standing ovation from the Mets fans. Gives a little salute to them as well. They're saying, "Polar Bear, please stay." They all know that he is due for a contract extension. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. That's beautiful. As much as we don't like to see him face us, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to good ball players. And, man, he's a good one. 0-1 pitch, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. He's been with the Mets since 2019. There's a sign that says, "Save the Polar Bear," that a fan has. No balls, 2 strikes to Pete Alonso. Wheeler kicks and delivers and throws a sweeper that's wide. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Phillies, JT Realmuto has the catching responsibilities tonight. Wheeler's on the bump. And the 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called right on the top of the zone. Nice pitch thrown to Pete Alonso. And how about that four-seamer? Was dancing all over that outside corner and just was able to catch where the knob of the bat was that Alonso had. That's how high it was. Comes Jesse Winker, and he will foul the first pitch that he sees away towards the third base side and out of play. Winker has spent this season with the Nationals and the Mets as well. No balls, 1 strike. 2 gone, bottom of the first, and a runner on over at first, and the 0-1 pitch. And check swing, they appeal, no swing. It was up high. Phillies will play the Cubs at home for their final home series of the regular season. That series starts tomorrow night and goes till Wednesday. 1-1, fouled away. Then they'll finish the season in D.C. from Friday to Sunday. Mets, on the other hand, well, they have to travel to Atlanta. And they'll take on the Braves in what's going to be a absolutely important series against them. And then they'll play the Brewers out of Milwaukee. 1-2 pitch. Nats off the plate for ball 2. The series against the Braves starts on Tuesday. It'll be Jose Quintana going up against Spencer Schwellenbach. And you got Severino going up against Sale on Wednesday. That will be a wild matchup. The pitch on the way, and there's a high fly ball hit out over to deep right field, and Castellanos is there to catch it on the track, and the inning is over. Jesse Winker thought that he had all of it just from the way that he stood in that box, and Castellanos there to make the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. And we've played 1 inning and head to the top of the second. Phillies up 1-0 in New York. All right. This is like a playoff game. I'm proud of JJ. Locked in on the game. I will have you on, sir. Sir, doing the morning routine. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. BW, by the way, drop that link down below. You definitely should. Bit of love back to JJ. Thanks for all the support, my friend. Oh, dude, I'm really happy that you're here, dude. I really am. All right. Wayne says, I'm going to get booed for saying this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'd like to see the Phillies come home and win the division title because there's nothing like seeing the fans at the bank celebrate a division title. Sorry. You know, I'm not going to play that because here's why. Okay. As nice as the division title is, okay, the new division title, in my opinion, as weird as this sounds, is getting that bye. That is the most important thing to me because I've said it over and I'll say it again and again and again and again. I want the Phillies to avoid the first round and get rest. That's what I want. And they could do that if they win tonight and cut that magic number of getting the first round bye down to 2. And if they could clinch that at home, that's huge. That, I think, is bigger than the division. And the division's huge. Don't get me wrong. They haven't done it in 13 years, and this bye thing is more new. But that's a big deal. So I'm not going to play the boo just because there's something else that we can look forward to. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You want to see something good happen at home? I want to see that happen at home. That's what I want. Let's get the division tonight, and let's get the bye tomorrow. The pitch. And there's a called strike. That's on the inside corner to Brandon Marsh. Just dropped my cell phone after all that. No balls, 1 strike. Megill had 28 pitches in that first inning. In the 0-1, there's a foul ball hit back over towards the screen. Wrong link. Please go subscribe to my boy, but he provided the wrong link. I'm still going to keep this message up. No balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock in the 0-2, and that's outside for a ball. Only thing I don't like about the scoreboard bot is that for every other pitch, it's 2 pitches. So it says 1 and 2, another pitch is going to come up, and if it's a foul ball, it'll remain the same. But it's like 2 pitches ahead, but it doesn't go until like 35 seconds or whatever. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Brandon Marsh strikes out. And that's now the 3rd strikeout today by Tyler Megill. I know the bye round is considered a curse, but I think this team is good enough that it won't be a problem. Yes, I agree. Yes, JJ, I see your point. I take that back. Let's win tonight. Got you. Yes, because, you know, that bye does matter. It does. I really do believe it does. Like it or not, the pitch. There's a fastball that's taken by Rojas. He tried to show bunt there. Rojas has a really cool necklace on. It's red and blue. More so like a violet blue. The ball is 1 strike. The kick and the pitch. And that's fouled back towards the screen. There's Carlos Mendoza, the manager for the New York Mets. And Rob Thompson, of course, the manager for the Phillies. Megill comes set and fires, and Rojas gets a hack at it and chops it away. Rojas' OPS is at 602. Also has a 242 batting average. I remember he was batting like 205 before he got sent down. Something along those lines. The 0-2 pitch, grounder, rolled over to third base. And Vientos has it on one knee, throws it over to first, sidearm throw, and that's in time. And 2 up, 2 down. And we flip back to the top of the lineup. Lou, you're right. This team actually needs to rest too. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. The pitch. And there's a ball. I knew I was close, Larry. 2011 was JJ, was 13. Now, 13 years ago, I wasn't 13 at the time. And the pitch. And there is a strike. The 1-1 pitch in the air, belted, deep center field. That's going back towards the track, and it is caught in front of the 408 sign. Man, oh man, Schwarber thought he had it too. And I thought he had it. But regardless, the inning is over, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. Schwarber just missed it and hit it in the deepest part of the ballpark. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils, and we head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Zack Wheeler heading back out there on the mound for Philadelphia. Man. Ugh, come on, Kyle. Kyle Schwarber just hit a ball that was 409 feet at 107.5 miles per hour for an out. Almost called it. Yeah, man. Almost. Ugh. Almost Schwarber. Keep swinging. We'll get it. He's our MVP, bro. He's our MVP. All right, so we're in the bottom of the second. So I want to go to the monologue screen for a second. Okay, so hi, everybody. Hello. All right. Are the Phillies going to clinch the division tonight with a win? Comment down below if you think that they will. Okay? That's my question that I have in the poll. It's either a yes or a no. Are they going to clinch the NL East tonight, or are they going to have to wait another day? Well, 2 days, really, because both the Mets and the Phillies are off tomorrow. So, that shorter flyout would have been a home run at 17 other ballparks, according to Phillies tailgate. Wow. How about that? Yes, they will. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take the NL East. Come on. Let's take that division. I like that. Rally Towels in the chat. Let's go, baby. I want us to get fired up for Red October. The Wild Card Series, in case you are wondering, does begin on October 1st. And it'll go till October 3rd. And then the DS, the NLDS, the Division Series, that starts over the weekend. So that will be next weekend. That's when it starts. Win the division tonight. First pitch to Marte, and that's taken for a ball. And here we go. Second pitch, swing and a miss from Zack Wheeler at 95 miles per hour. Is BW still here? BW, are you still here, man? Is CeeLo still here? CeeLo, drop your link down below, too. I forgot to say that. 1-1 pitch. And that is just a little bit low for ball 2. We are going to say hi to Johnny, and we will go rate him by the 6th inning. That's PAS. Just wanted to let you know. 2-1, and there's a chopper. Hit over to shortstop. Turner has it. Stops, flips over to first. Sidearm throw, and Marte is out. And 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. So the flyout that Schwarber had out to deep center field that went 408 feet or something along those lines. Citizens Bank Park is on there. Truist Park is on there as well. It's interesting. I wonder what ballparks aren't on there. Not that that really matters. Here comes Francisco Alvarez, and he's been a Phillies killer in this series. And the pitch is taken for a called strike. 0-1 delivery. Bouncing ball. Hit over to third base. Bohm has it. Scoops it up. Throws across the diamond. And there's 2 away. 20 pitches by Zack Wheeler in 1 2/3. And so far, he looks like an ace out there. Alvarez got on top of that fastball. There is another game on. The Red Sox are taking on the Twins. It's 9-2 in the top of the 8th. 9-2 Red Sox. That's an important game for Minnesota. And the pitch is taken inside for a ball. Playing a doubleheader because last night's game was rained out. One ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, and that is going to be hit out over to left center field, and that's going to go over towards the gap. Rojas makes a diving stop. His throw over to second base is not in time. What a nice play by Rojas because, man, that could have been a triple by Mark Vientos. Because it was hit out to left center field. Rojas tried to play it on a bounce, and he did, and then he had to dive for it so that it didn't get past him. He got up, threw it over to second base. It was a really good throw, and Stott had a good swipe, but Vientos was just safe. And I want to see again if he's out. I think his foot, it's hard to tell if his foot was on the back of his foot from this angle that they're showing us, but he got in there. He got in there. Just a bang-bang play, though. 2 outs and a runner over at second in the pitch to Tyrone Taylor. Strike 1 at 97. Detroit in the driver's seat. Unreal. Crazy. 6 games left, all at home versus Tampa Bay and the amazing White Sox. The pitch on the way, and there's a slow roller hit out over to third base. It's hooking foul, though, and Bohm lets it roll. Thing was hammered out to left center field, and again, good job by Rojas to just dive and sort of, do a little breaststroke and land into a good position on his belly and just make a good throw over to second. He is really athletic, man. So no balls, 2 strikes. Tyrone Taylor had to go get a new bat. It was broken. It didn't really show. Phillies lead at 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second. And the RBI came from Alec Bohm in the top of the first. It was an RBI opposite field single. Wheeler comes set the letters, kicks, fires the pitch, and that's fouled back towards the screen. Just off the end of the bat. Zack Wheeler, 34 years old, from Smyrna, Georgia, has the 3rd best ERA in all of baseball with a 2.56, and also is 6th in baseball in strikeouts with 205 coming into today. The pitch on the way, it's a breaking ball, and it's in the dirt, and Taylor decides not to offer. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field, and that is going to drop, but it is a foul ball. There's not a lot of room between the left field line and the stands out in that corner area. I didn't really know where it was going to land. Looked like from where the camera was going that it was going to be hit out more towards left field, but it hooked all the way foul. Definitely thought it was going to be a fair ball from where they showed the angle. Thank goodness. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyrone Taylor. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat. The pitch on the way. Ground ball past the dive of Bohm into left field for a base hit. Marte's rounding third. The throw is going to be made over to home plate. It is not in time. Vientos will score. It goes all the way towards the backstop. Wheeler gets to it. And heading on over to second base will be Tyrone Taylor. And the Mets tie it back 1-1 in the bottom of the second on an RBI single by Tyrone Taylor. So he's been having some pretty good at-bats against the Phillies in this series, too. May not show up all on the stat sheet, but he's been working up the count. Not a good throw by Marsh, and JT had to sort of hurdle over Marte and go over towards his left. The go-ahead runs over at second, and the pitch to Acuna. Ground ball hit over towards the third base side, and everybody's going to be safe. Wheeler had to go over towards that third base line, and it was not going to hook foul at all, and he did the right thing by just letting Acuna beat it out and not even making a throw. And we head back to the top of the order. That's going to put runners over at first and third. It's not what you want. Let's hit the refresh on this. Oh, boy. Come on. Bottom of the second. Here's Jose Iglesias. Go ahead, runs over at third base. The 30th pitch by Wheeler. And that is a ground ball. It's a foul ball, though. Iglesias did single. To start off the game, the Mets are chanting, the Mets fans, that is, and they're pretty loud. Acuna's over at first. It's one of the younger brothers of Ronald Acuna Jr. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Came at 96, and that was some high cheese. EJ Whitaker, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it, man. No balls, 2 strikes to Jose Iglesias. We got runners at the corners. Mets tied at 1-1. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. The 0-2 delivery, and there's a foul ball. And Iglesias stays alive. Jose, over his last 16 games, is 25 for 59. Which is equivalent to a .424 average. That's the highest batting average in that span. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Wheeler gets the strikeout, and the inning is over. And there's Zack cashing that one into the bank. However, the Mets do tie it up on an RBI single by Tyrone Taylor. And the Phillies, can they get some redemption as we head to the top of the third? Let's see. So did they rule that as a... Yeah, they ruled it as a single, and then Taylor advanced over the second base. They didn't call it an error. They just said that he advanced over the second. Okay. Yes. All right. Hi, everybody. How many people are tuning in, Mod Squad? We got over 300 people tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys want to donate, you're absolutely more than welcome to. By no means do you have to, but you are more than welcome to give back to the channel. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here. I did not go on for the Eagles game today. I actually did not have to go to Atlantic City today. Found out a little bit last minute, and I still probably could have done the Birds game, but I didn't want to do it because I didn't really feel prepared, and I didn't want to put myself in a position to fail. So we didn't do it today, but we'll be back on next week for another Birds game. That's what we'll do. I'll talk about the game itself in a little bit as we head later into this game, if there's time for conversation, but we do the Birds, the Phillies, and the Eagles on here. That's what we cover, and I hope that you enjoy this content. Even if you're not a Philadelphia sports fan, if you just love listening to play-by-play, this is the future. I say it all the time. It's the future. This is how digital media is going to go. And, you know, we have people that do a great job with the watch parties and stuff, but play-by-play is coming on here too. It's taken over. This is, you know, traditional radio-style play-by-play. That's coming back, and I want to make it come back on here. So we're trying to start a new trend and be a role model for others, just like BW and some other ones, you know, that do a good job with play-by-play. So, all right. The pitch on the way, and that is taken for a strike, I believe. The voice needs rest. I'm pretty good at keeping my voice ready for the most part. Baseball doesn't really take a whole lot of taxing on the vocal cords. It's more so basketball and hockey that do. That's why I could never do both. Like, for a full 82, it's hard vocally. Not saying I can never do it because I'd find a way to do it, but it's a lot. The pitch to Trey Turner, and that's taken down low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Trey. Did single and scored a run back in the first inning, thanks to an RBI from Bohm. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball just came running inside and a little bit high at 96. Tyler Megill, we'll talk a little bit more about him. He's 29 years old from Long Beach, California. He's 6 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 230 pounds as well. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Turner lifetime against Megill is just 1 for 4 heading into this game. Is it an RBI off of him and a walk as well? 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, check swing. They appeal, no swing. Turner, I thought, maybe just held his horses. Whew. Just held up. Phillies are trying not to chase as much. That's what Rob has emphasized on working on. 2-2 pitch, and that is low for ball 3. The Phillies, at one point earlier this week, they struck out 2 games in a row 16 times. And Rob said that they had to work more so on not chasing. 3-2 pitch, and there's a pop-up that's hit out over towards medium depth left field. Getting under it will be Nimmo, and he's there to make the catch. Turner got way underneath it. Megill threw a good pitch to jam him. So we're in the top of the third, and there's 1 out already. Pitch to Bryce Harper, swing and a miss. That fastball was outside, and Harper chased after it. Wanted to try to be aggressive. He's just 2 for 10 against Megill in his career with 3 strikeouts and a walk. And that's just coming into today. 0-1 delivery. Down and out. Harper also has his green and black batting gloves that match his green cleats. Pitch on the way. And that is outside and high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And here's the next pitch to Bryce Harper, swing and a miss. Came right at the letters on the outside corner. It's now 2-2. 1 gone, top of the third. All knotted up at 1 apiece. And the 2-2 to Harper. And he fouls it away. Bryce Harper has 39 homers against the Mets. The most homers somebody's ever had against the Mets, Willie Stargell. 2-2. That's off the plate for ball 3. Now, Chipper Jones and Mike Schmidt are both tied with 49. Howard had 48. Willie McCovey also had 48. And Hank Aaron had 45. Payoff pitch to Harper, swing and a miss. That pitch was outside. It was a fastball at 97, and Harper goes down swinging for the second time today. Come on, Bryce. Megill just he did put it in a good spot, and that was a good pitch selection, to go with that pitch. But Harper has to know better. Pitch to Bohm. He decides to take a hack at it, but he fouls it back towards the net behind home plate. Megill in his first 10 games had a 2-5 record and a 5.17 ERA. But over his last 4 games, he has a 2-0 record and a 1.69 ERA. The ball's one strike. The windup in the pitch. There's a fastball taken at the knees for strike 2 by Alec Bohm. And he's certainly bringing the heat tonight. He really is. The 0-2 to Bohm. High and away for ball 1. Alec this season is 12 for 41 against the Mets with 9 RBI and 2 doubles. 1-2 pitch. And that slider is in the dirt, and they got a piece of Francisco Alvarez. Bohm will take a step out of the box. Alvarez got a little bit banged up, and he'll stand up, try to shake it off. Let's see where it hit him. Ooh, just got him right on the side. Bohm ended up going 4 for 5 on Friday with a homer, 4 RBI, and 2 runs scored. Then went 0 for 4 in last night's loss. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bohm. Base is empty. There are 2 outs. And Megill comes set, winds up, and fires, and Bohm fouls it away. Bohm also hitting .289. That was his 95th RBI that he had to tie the game up. To give the Phillies at the time a 1-0 lead in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees, and Bohm goes down looking at a fastball. It was a sinker at 95, and Mets fans are celebrating so far. And, well, we go to the bottom of the third. The meat and potatoes of the order coming up for New York. Nimmo, Alonso, and Winker. It's now the 4th or the 5th strikeout by Megill. Oh, boy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and turn on those bell icons. That way you'll know when I go live. Waiting on winning the East is one thing. Entering the playoffs like this is concerning, says Pete. I'm not concerned. I'm not. I'm not there yet. I'm not saying that, like, I am a little bit worried. Okay. Everybody should be a little bit worried. Right? Like, everybody should be a little bit nervous and scared. But here's my thing, okay? This team has chemistry with each other, right? They do. They've been through this before. So they have some experience with that, and that does matter. But also, I know that this team can beat anybody. The question is, will they? What version are we going to see? There's no excuse why they can't make it to the World Series. They have everything. They do. They have the right pieces intact. They just have to execute. They have to execute. And that's the scary thing. We get so afraid because we get flashbacks to last year, and we've also seen during July and August how bad they can play. But we've also seen when they've come back against the Blue Jays and when they've come back against, even the Mets or the Braves at some points. We've seen them fight, and we've seen them come out on top. We just don't know which version we're going to get, and I do expect that there is going to be a switch. I do. I have faith. But I am nervous, and everybody should be nervous. But that's the way that I look at it. No doubt on the chemistry and the experience. Yep. Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Second pitch, swing and a miss. Hey, Bruno Pedro, thank you so much for coming on here. They need to stop striking out constantly. I agree. I agree. But statistically, they're 18th in strikeouts, hitting wise. But over the last week, I agree. Pitch on the way to Nimmo, and he pops this one up. It's hit a mile high out to right field. Castellanos is waiting for it to come down, and he'll be there to make the catch. There's one away. Showing a replay of Kyle Schwarber's 409-foot flyout. Or 407-foot flyout, really. Yeah, man, for sure. Comes Pete Alonso, who takes a strike. Just at the kneecaps for strike one. No balls, one strike. The pitch, high for a ball. Alonso's contract this year was just a 1-year, $20.5 million deal. The next pitch, fouled away. How much do you think he'll get? You think that the Mets will lock him up long term? Be careful with Pete. Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, here it is. And Alonso goes around. It was a slider, a backdoor slider, that just tailed inside. And Alonso goes down with a little check swing. And there is the second out. I don't know why they're doing this during the middle of the game, but they're showing Kyle Schwarber taking some batting practice. Now it's Jesse Winker who comes up to the plate. He's in the box, and the pitch is high and inside for a ball. Now's the perfect time for that, right? The 1-0 delivery, high and outside for ball 2. Two outs, bottom of the third inning. Nobody on base. Wheeler kicks and fires and throws it on the outside edge for strike 1. To 1 pitch. There's a pop-up that's hit out over towards shallow left field. Bohm gets under it over towards the line. And he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mets. So 2, 3, and 4 retired for New York. And we head to the top of the 4th. Phillies will have Castellanos leading things off when they return. We're tied 1-1. Okay. It is time for On This Day in Phillies History. Okay. which, of course, is presented by Broad and Patterson. We are not affiliated with them, but they do an incredible job. Always want to make sure that I give them the love that they deserve. So they're really, really good at what they do. And also, by the way, Mod Squad, it's a new inning. How many likes do we have? And how many subs do we have as well? Make sure you like and subscribe, folks. Hit that bell icon. I want us to get to 4330 subscribers. That'd be really cool. So today is September 22nd. Sunday, September 22nd, man. That's crazy. Here we go. The Phillies beat Pittsburgh 3-2 in 14 innings on this day back in 1958. It was the first game of a twin bill, which means a doubleheader, fanning a Major League record 21 batters in the process. In Game 2, Jack Sanford struck out 10, giving the team a record total of 31 for the day. 1 year later on this day, Humberto Robinson was offered a $1,500 bribe to throw the game he was scheduled to start, and he refuses and goes on to earn the victory in the team's 3-2 win over the Cincinnati Reds. Their owner, the Phillies club owner, was Harold Boomy Friedman, who offered the bribe, was later convicted of bribery, and sentenced to 2 to 5 years in prison. Did not even know that. In more recent history, Ronnie Sandberg on this day was named the 52nd manager of the Phillies back in 2013. The team removed the interim designation handed to the Hall of Famer upon the dismissal of Charlie Manuel the month before, and they signed Sandberg to a 3-year contract. I remember Ronnie Sandberg as a manager. And then 2 years later after that, the Phillies extended the contract of manager Pete Mackanin, as if things weren't going so great with Sandberg, to include the 2016 season. Mackanin had been serving, he was the interim manager since the firing of Ronnie Sandberg. So how about that, man? On the 2-year anniversary that he was hired, he was let go. And Pete Mackanin was extended 2 years on that, on the same day. That's crazy when you really think about it. Ryan Sandberg. Okay. All right. I've heard of Ronnie Sandberg, but all right. I won't argue with you. You know what you're talking about. Happy birthday, Jen. Happy birthday to her. All right, 1-1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. So we're in the top of the 4th. Phillies are tied 1-1. And the 1-2 pitch. That is low and away for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch to Casty is fouled off. That hook's out of play. 1-1 is the score. So we're in the top of the 4th. The Phillies had an RBI opposite field single from Alec Bowman in the top of the 1st, which would score Trey Turner. And the 2-2 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out to right field, and that's going to drop in for a single. Marte does field it cleanly, throw it over to second base, and Castellanos is on. A little bit of a different call, but that's all right. Pitch looked a little bit high, but to Casty's credit, stayed with the pitch, fouled through, extended the bat, and got the barrel on it. That's the Phillies' first hit since Castellanos had the single. That was back in the 1st. Pitch to Stott. Takes that one outside. Stott walked his last time up. He was the last Phillies base runner up until now. 1-0, Megill with the pitch. That's outside in the same spot. Same location, same velocity for ball 2. Phillies, unfortunately, will not get to 100 wins. The 2-0. There's a foul ball. I didn't really put that into perspective until even like when they lost last night. I didn't really think about that because I still think that there's like 2 or 3 weeks left. But no, there's not. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch, swing and a miss. About that 94-mile-per-hour heater. Now, McGill, his windup is really interesting. It's, when you're in the box, it looks kind of deceiving. Sort of like Sean Manaea. Except his is more deceptive. Can't tell where the pitch is going to come out. 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And it doesn't really look like he fires too hard. But he does. Came in 96, and Bryson Stott strikes out. He throws the heat, man. His average fastball tonight has been recorded at 95.9 miles per hour. 1 gone, top of the 4th. Here's JT with a runner over at first. And he swings at a sinker that he catches a little piece of. And he's behind already in the count. Twins just got swept in the doubleheader by Boston in Boston. 17-4. Pitch on the way to JT, and that's outside. That's also going to get away from Alvarez. It's a wild pitch, and Nick Castellanos is going to go on over to second base. See the rally towels in the chat. Come on, chat. Wake up. Wake up, everybody. See those rally towels. 1 ball, 1 strike to JT Realmuto. If the Phillies win tonight, they clinch the division for the first time in 13 years. McGill stares back at second, and now back to the plate in the 1-1. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and Angel Acuna fields that one cleanly, throws it over to first. Casty stays put at second, and there's 2 outs. Looks like he got on top of the pitch, and JT just did not get the swing that he wanted. His timing was a little bit off and had a lot of topspin to it. Phillies are hoping that Brandon Marsh can get on here. Wearing white and red batting gloves. And the pitch. Good curveball, but it was just low. And a lot of movement on it. So McGill, we mentioned that he's from Long Beach, California. Pitched a combined no-hitter back on April 29th of 2022. And the pitch to Marsh is high and inside for ball 2. He's been with the Mets since 2021. And overall has a 19-21 record. And for a 4.79 ERA as well. Marsh will call for time and take a step out of the box. Two balls, no strikes, and the next pitch fouled off. He was undrafted in the 2014 MLB draft and then enrolled at Loyola Marymount. 2-1. That's taken high and away for ball 3. Ended up playing college baseball there. And then was selected by the Mets in 2018 in the 8th round of that draft. McGill with a 3-1 to Marsh. And Marsh gets a piece of it and will make the count full. Both teams have left 3 men on base in this game tonight. Payoff pitch to Marsh. Low for ball 4 and inside as well. So the Phillies get their first walk since the first inning. And Marsh gets on, and heading over to second is Castellanos. So actually, Casty stays put over at second base. Now Yohan Rojas is coming up, and we have time called on the bump. Here we go, baby. See if the Phillies can get a run here. Rally towels, baby. Come on. We go with 20 pitches in this 4th inning. He had 19 in the 3rd, 11 in the 2nd, and 28 in the 1st. Phillies just got to continue to grind out these at-bats and get to the bullpen. Schwarber is in the on-deck circle. Here comes Rojas. Pitch number 1, strike 1. At 96, knee high. Phil Maton already warming up in the Mets bullpen. 79 total pitches when you add up all the pitches that he's thrown in each inning. 0-1 pitch. And that just misses. Inside. Good eye by Rojas. One ball, one strike, and the pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. Just got a piece of it. It was right down Broad Street. Megill is 3-1 against the Phillies with a 2.54 earned run average in 5 total appearances. Last time he pitched against the Phillies was on September 30th of last year. Had 7 strikeouts in 7 1/3 and only allowed 4 hits and 1 earned run. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rojas. Traffic on the bases, 2 outs, and the pitch on the way, and good eye by Rojas as he takes a slider that's in the dirt. Just 8 earned runs allowed against the Phils in those 5 outings combined. Before tonight, Megill stares back at second in the 2-2 to Rojas. There's a chopper hit over to third. Vientos gobbles it up, fires across the diamond, and Rojas is out. And the Phillies leave a couple of men on base once again. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're tied 1-1. As Wheeler will head back out there for his 4th frame on the hill. Okay. This 5th inning for the Phillies is going to be crucial. Or critical, because I need the top of the order to come through. I really do. Phillies offense, wake up, please. Oh, they'll wake up. I believe that they will. What I like about this is that they're working up the count, okay? I'm not taking a moral victory here, but you have to understand this, okay? What makes the Phillies so good is when they work up counts on pitchers and they grind you down. So that way they force you to go to the bullpen early. And from that point on, when it gets to later on in the game, they'll come through. And as long as the Phillies have Zack Wheeler pitching really well and keeping them involved in the game, I expect them to come out on top. Because I've seen this before. I've seen this over the years where they just, like, for example, against Sandy Alcantara, right? There were a couple of games where they were just fouling off pitches and they were working up his pitch count, and that's what got him out of the game. That's strategy. So I'm not happy with the results so far, but I think that the effort is there. I do. I can see what the strategy is. Make this guy work. And I can kind of get behind that. I hope that makes sense. I agree with the philosophy. Rojas again, brutal. Rojas can't be our center fielder next year. Yes, he can. Why not? I'm not saying that I love Rojas, but why can't he be the center fielder? He's playing really good defense. Offensively, it is what it is. Leave Rojas off the playoff roster, says Mike. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Jack, ideally Hayes plays left and Marsh and Rojas platoon in center field next season. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, man. Marte will foul off the first pitch. And it's an 0-1 count. What's up, Richard? How you doing, man? What's up, Jamie? What's going on, everybody that's here? Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? How many likes do we have, and how many subscribers do we have? Comment down below. There's a sweeper that's taken off the plate for a ball. One ball, one strike. Bottom of the fourth. Wheeler comes set at the letters, kicks and fires, and it's up high for ball 2. The 16 wins that Wheeler does have are a career best, as well as the 2.56 ERA. That's also a career best for him as well. 2-1 pitch. And that is high again for ball 3. It's Starling Marte in the box for the New York Mets. Batting on the right side. The 3-1 pitch. That's popped up. It's hooking foul. And it will find the seats. Marte has seen Zack Wheeler 20 times and has been successful 7. He has tripled, doubled, and walked off of him. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Wheeler. That was a slider, it looked like, that was running inside. And Marte bought into it. It looked good, even though it was inside. And Wheeler gets the strikeout on the payoff pitch. Nice one, Zach. Sometimes you just got to sell it to the hitter. And if the hitter thinks it looks good, they'll chase after it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. First pitch to Alvarez. He was thinking fastball, and it tailed inside. It was a fastball, but it was at 96, and it was lower than he anticipated. Alvarez ended up grounding out to short in his first at-bat. 0-1, and there's ball 1. Zach has a black glove with red laces. The ball's in there. He winds up and fires, and that's chopped foul. Alvarez has not faced Zack Wheeler before today, which is kind of hard to believe. Wheeler hasn't really faced the Mets, though, this season, so that kind of makes sense. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Foul ball. The most strikeouts Wheeler has ever had in a season was set back in 2021. He had 247 strikeouts. He's at 205 now. Next one, and that is low, not by much. This is his second year in a row where he has recorded over 200 Ks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the next pitch. It looked a little bit low, but it's a cold strike 3. And Alvarez is chirping with John Lipka as he goes back to the dugout. And Wheeler says, sit down. Back-to-back Ks by Zack Wheeler. There's a backwards K. And Mark Vientos, who has been a strikeout, or who was a strikeout machine last night, is coming up to the plate now. He did ground out over to third in this first plate appearance. And he stares at strike 1 at 96 at the kneecaps on the outside edge. Mets are in their white and blue pinstripes and have the Mets word painted across the chest with the orange outline and blue across the letters. 0-1, and there's a line drive. It's knocked down by Wheeler. He'll throw it over to first base. It is in time, and the side is retired. It is a 1-2-3 inning once again. That's now 7 batters retired in a row by Zack Wheeler. And we head to the 5th, still tied 1-1 in New York. Good stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And turn on those bells. What is up, Rising Rhino? How you doing? We got a $2 dono. And Jack says, first of all, thanks for the $2 dono. Rojas should be choking 3 inches and punching at it. I don't know what that means. Punching at the pitches? Yeah, man. Look, I don't think that he has the best plate discipline, but I don't think he's the worst player. Like, I don't think that he's as bad as everybody thinks he is, as some people make him to be. That's just me. I'm not telling you he's the best out there, but maybe we can revisit this conversation after the playoffs. I hope that that's fair. I don't think that he's I don't think that he's terrible, but I don't think that he's an all-star either. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. But what is up, Rising Rhino? What's good, everybody that's on here? Thank you all so much for tuning in. JJ, there you are. What's up? I don't care who plays center as long as it's not Rojas. Richard Phillips says, what's up, JJ? How you doing, bro? What is good? Is our chat still working? We have 351 people watching and 130 likes. Let's keep it going, bro. Let's keep it going. I'm going to head over there after this game if you're still on, Rising Rhino. Rojas should bunt every time he's up, even with 2 outs, says Mike Green. Yeah, that's just not like what they're going to do. That's just not like what they're going to do. He was just saying that you should choke up on the bat so he swings faster. Oh, okay. Well, when I think about choke nowadays, like I think about he doesn't come up big. and Rojas hasn't really come up big offensively. At times, maybe a couple of times. In that 9th inning, he did against Carlos Estevez, but that's just one time that I'm thinking of. But he should even bunt with 2 strikes. All right, here we go. Kyle Schwarber's up to bat, and he takes the first pitch down low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch to Schwarber, and there's a line drive. It's caught by Alonso. He was playing over towards that first base line, and 2 pitches, and Schwarber is out. Now he's 0 for 3. Hit it hard, just right at Pete Alonso. So Phil Maton is now in the ballgame for Tower Megill. Maton, the brother of Nick Maton, has a 3.66 ERA in 67 games. And he'll face Trey Turner. That is off the plate. And taken for ball 1. Next one, here it is, and that's taken for a called strike. Next pitch to Trey. We'll pop this one up. It's hit out over towards the third base side and foul ground. And that's going to go out of play. Stand corrected. He actually is not related to Nick Maton. I didn't know that. I had no clue. Oh no, they do confirm it here. They confirm it. Yep. They are related. Okay, it didn't say that on Wikipedia. That was weird. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. But on MLB.com, they did confirm that. In the pitch, and there's a little roller hit out over to shortstop. And Luis Angel Acuna gobbles it up, fires across the diamond, and Turner is just out by about a quarter of a step. Yep. And on top of that one, too. And Luis Angel Acuna just was able to fire it over to first. Turner was out. That's for sure. And Bryce Harper is stepping into the box. The pitch. High and away. Harper heading into this game. As the 1-0 pitch is high, but it's a called strike. Bryce, people want to say that he still has had a down year for his expectations, but still does have 86 RBI, which is tied with Francisco Lindor and Brandon Nimmo and Yordan Alvarez. 1-1. That's taken for ball 2. It's 28th best in all of baseball, but he's tied for 16th in the National League. The 2-1 to Harper. That's off the end of the bat. Rolled over to third base. Vientos has it, throws it over to first, and it is in time. Alonso did apply a tag. His foot was on the bag, but it was a little bit of an awkward position for him. But the inning is over, and the Phillies go down 1-2-3. It was a critical inning. Kept his tippy toe just on the bag, but was able to tag Harper, or tried to tag him anyways. He actually missed him. But regardless, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Looked like maybe he got him for a second, in my opinion, but whatever. Bottom of the 5th coming up. All right, it is time. It is time now for Name That Philly. All right, Name That Philly. It's time now for Name That Philly. Okay, so here's what I want to know. Okay, let's do this one. I'm going to tell you 3 things. Okay? And you got to guess which Philly this is. All right. So how about this? I was an American short. I was a shortstop, a coach, and a manager in baseball. I was a World Series champion, won 1 Gold Glove, and played with the Phillies in 1960. Okay? I was a shortstop and a manager. I made my debut with the Phillies in 1960. I won a Gold Glove and a World Series as well. Please comment who you think it is down below. Where is my mouse? There it is. Okay, I want to bring this back up. Larry Bowa. Nope. Tell you one more thing. 1960 can't be Bowa. Darren Dalton. Tell you one more thing. Okay? Trying not to give it away. When I was a manager, that's not really going to help. I played for the Expos, besides the Phillies. Darren Dalton, Nick Tricome. Nope. 1 ball, no strikes. Also played for the Expos. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be skied out over towards shallow center field. Rojas has to come running in, and he can't make the diving catch. And Marsh has to go back him up, and there's a bloop single delivered by the Mets. It's Tyrone Taylor who gets on base. That was not a good read by Rojas. He should have caught that. Did not get a good read on it. He sort of came jogging in, and then he realized, uh-oh, I got to hustle. And he did, and he tried to make the catch, and he was just a little bit off. Nick Trichome. Nope. Okay. 1960. Come on, man. Please, keep guessing. Keep guessing. Pitch. And there's a bunt that's laid out over towards the mound. The flip over the second. There's one, and that's all that they're going to get. So that's going to go down as a 1-4 fielder's choice on the bunt. That was laid down by Acuna. And there's one gone in the bottom of the fifth. Okay. Hold on, I'll check Google. Bobby Wine's incorrect. So the correct... actually, yes, Bobby Wine is correct. Yes. Got it. You got it, man. Bobby Wine is correct. Bobby Wine was a shortstop. Was also a manager. He won a Gold Glove. He played with the Phillies and made his debut in 1960 and also played with them from 62 to 68 as well. So Bobby Wine is correct. And Bobby is still alive. He's 86 years old and was born in New York. Bobby Wine is correct. Good job. Good job. No balls, 2 strikes to Jose Iglesias. Very cool trivia. Yeah, I want to implement some more things in history, man. You know what I mean? No balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler comes set. The letters, kicks, delivers the pitch, swing and a miss, and the throw over the second base by JT. Got him! A strike him out, throw him out by Real Muto. And that's going to end the inning, a double play on the strikeout. And JT able to gun out Luis Angel Acuna over at second. You can't run off JT. And here we go to the top of the 6th. We're still tied up at 1 apiece. How about that? We needed that. Iglesias strikes out. And Acuna gets caught stealing. Let's go, JT. Let's go. Mike Sports Vibes is here. What's up, Mike Sports Vibes? How you doing, bro? Drop your link down below. Are you a mod on here? I gotta make you a mod, bro. What am I doing? What am I doing, bro? I gotta make you a mod. Thank you so much for being here, dude. You're the best. And also, by the way, good job on that collab with DJ, bro. Really, awesome job on that collab. I mean that. I mean that. Y'all are fantastic. All right, I'm gonna add you as a mod. I want you to drop your link down below. All right, I'm gonna post you as a mod right now. There we go. Promote your stuff. This guy covers the Vikings. He's also a Sixers fan. He's also a Phillies fan as well. He does really good stuff on here, and y'all really should go check out Mike Sports Vibes. And I'm not just blowing smoke up his butt. I mean it. Maybe that will fire up the bats, man. Who's my catcher? Who's my catcher? Who's my catcher? I wish that we had a BCIB emoji, but we don't. JT is a stud. Just like us, JJ is also a stud too. And if you think JJ is a stud, make sure that you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well and turn on those notification bell icons. If you think that the Phillies are going to win the division tonight, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those bell icons. Let's go, baby. Come on. Philly Nation, stand up. Come on. Rally towels in the chat. Just like what 3-Step is doing. What is up? Mike, hope you're doing well, my guy. Appreciate you for coming on here. CeeLo is here. On the go with CeeLo. Come on, Phillies. I need you to win. And that probably stings for you to say that. Probably does not make you feel good. But guess what? Our number one arch nemesis is the blue and the orange. First pitch to Bohm, and he takes that one downstairs for ball 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Can you win the division already? 1 ball, no strikes to Alec Bohm. The windup and the pitch. That's on the outside edge for a strike. Phil Maton still pitching. Thank you again, bro. Dude, absolutely. Like, comment your link down below, bro. You know, copy and paste it. I got you, bro. Got you that wrench. Because you're the man. The 1-1 pitch. Outside for ball 2. JJ, what do you think about the Eagles game? I'll talk about that a little bit later. I don't want to do that now. Because this is a big game. It was a weird game. I'll tell you that. I'm happy that they won. 2-1. And Bohm pops this one up. And thank goodness it'll find the seats behind the plate. There he is, guys. Go subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes. Right there. Right there. Better see y'all subscribe to him. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bohm, and the next pitch, and that nearly hits Alec as it came upstairs and running inside as well for ball 3. Al Bohm with 44 doubles this season, which is the most by a Phillies player since 2010. Can he get on? Let's see the Bohm emojis. Come on. Payoff pitch to Bohm. Line drive hit out over towards center field. And making the catch is Taylor as he commands center field. And Bohm lines a laser just right at him. 104.5 miles per hour on the exit velo. Phillies today only have 4 hits. And the big one came in the first by Alec Bohm. They also did leave the bases loaded. Comes Nick Castellanos. And Casti swings and hits this one out over towards deep center field. That's going to stay in the yard, though, and Taylor able to track it down and make the catch right on the track. Just off the end of the bat. And Casti flies out to center on that first pitch. Hey, JJ, tell these Mets fans to take a hoke. I mean, I welcome all fans onto this chat. You know what I mean? Like, if we're getting our butts kicked, you know, then they have a right to talk trash to us. But if it's a close game, I like the little, you know, bickering back and forth. As long as it's clean. The pitch on the way, and that's taken outside for ball 1. To Bryson Stott. Let's go. George! And the 1-0. Strike 1 just on the inside corner. Y'all take that week off. Please just clinch the division already. Hey, you still have a shot at it if we lose 7. And y'all win. 1-1. There's a foul ball. You still technically have a shot. What are the odds, though? The Mets, according to ESPN, their preseason odds of getting into the playoffs were at 28%. The Royals, that was at 13%. Huh. 1-2 to Bryson. Ground ball. Diving stop by Alonso. And the throw over to first. Nice play by Maton. And Alonso able to make a nice play and get Stott out. And there's now the second 1-2-3 inning in a row. The third one, or actually the fourth one on the day. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. We're still tied 1-1. That was just a nice defensive play. I have to say that. That was just a good play. The Mets made some big ones. Alonso's a really good defensive first baseman. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Okay, so we got to go rate somebody. And, you know, we got to go say hi to Johnny, man. We do. We got to go say hi to Johnny. I can't find my keyboard. Where did I put my keyboard? This is not good. Well, this is not good. Where did I put my keyboard? Where is it? Oh, no. This is bad. There it is. Okay. All right, so let's go say hi to Johnny. Let's go say play-by-play with JJ Raid. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. All right? Thanks again for tuning in. PAS Mets. Let's try that. Let's try pure adrenaline. Adrenaline sports. There he is. He has 248 people tuning in. Let's go say hi. Let's go do it, bro. There we go. Good stuff. I subbed. Let's go say hi to Johnny. Got it. 21% of you say the Phillies are going to win.
I know some other people think we do. I don't think so. Birdwatcher says, oh, we got a squeaker here. The Mets normally start doing their thing from the 5th inning on. Yeah, third time through the lineup, right? And that's what this is. Yo, play-by-play with JJ Ray. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
What is up, Philly fans?
There's CeeLo, there's Larry, there's Orioles Birdwatcher.
You did not stream the game on Friday night. A lot of your people came over and watched us. Very classy. They were all very nice. Even though the Phillies were blowing us out that night.
Yes.
They were very respectful. So great stuff.
That's my folks. All right.
You guys that are watching my channel.
The pitch on the way, swung on and belted out to deep right field. Castellanos goes back towards the track, and it is gone. And just like that, the Mets take the lead. It's a solo home run by Brandon Nimmo, I believe it is. And that makes it 2-1 New York. Oh, boy. Man, he crushed that thing. Now it's Pete Alonso coming up and the pitch, and he fouls that one off of his foot. That was a big swing by Nimmo, and Casty just ran out of room. It just hit the orange line in right field and bounced out of here. No balls, one strike. Wheeler kicks, fires. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Goes with the splitter. That was a little bit down. O2 pitch, swing and a miss. That pitch spelled nothing but trouble. And Alonso shakes his head and goes down swinging, and Wheeler gets his 7th strikeout of the evening. Man. Nimmo has been doing a pretty good job in this series. Nimmo hitting .248. That was his 13th homer against the Phillies during his career. Pitch on the way, and that's taken for a ball. 45 RBI coming into that at-bat. And Winker's going to pop this one up. Where is it? JT can't find it. Now he does. He throws the mask away and gets under it and makes the catch. And says, phew. Bohm's hat came flying off, too, as he tried to find it as well. They were not that close to each other, but JT does record the second out. See if the Phillies can get out of this and try to tie it back in the top of the 7th. Not a lot of offense between both of these teams. It's been pretty good pitching from both sides. And the pitch to Marte is way off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul. Marte now 35 years old. was a 2-time All-Star and a 2-time Gold Glove winner. 1 ball, 1 strike, and he'll foul the next pitch away. Played for the Pirates for a majority of his career from 2012 to 2019. Then was on the Diamondbacks in 2020. Spent 2 seasons with, well, really 1.5 with the Marlins. Then got traded to the A's, and then he signed a contract with the Mets back in 2022. Next pitch, and there's a called strike. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Starling Marte. Wheeler with 74 pitches in 5 2/3. The 2-2 pitch. And Marte doesn't bite. It's down. Three balls, 2 strikes to Starling Marte. Wheeler with the glove above the letters. Gets the signs, starts his windup, kicks, and delivers. And there's a line drive caught by Wheeler. And the inning is over. A little comebacker, and Wheeler able to make the catch. And the inning is over. The Mets do take the lead, though, 2-1 on a solo homer by Brandon Nimmo. And the Phillies are down by 1 at Citi Field as we head to the top of the 7th. Okay. All right. Please like and subscribe if you have not done so already. It's getting tired. It won't last past the next inning with this with these many pitches. Seven more Ks. Sit down, bro. No, David, y'all need to do it tonight. We do. We need to do it tonight because A, we got to help out the Braves. And B, I want us to do it tonight because I want us to get in. I want us to get in and then focus tomorrow on getting the bye. That's the truth. We get to inch closer to that bye tomorrow, so that would be really nice. If we could just cut it down to 1. I just don't think that this pitching staff is good enough to go to the World Series. I think that they are. I think that they have another level to them. I do. Call me crazy. You really might think that I am crazy. I think that they can turn it on in the playoffs. I do. I think that part of what they're doing is they're not like... I don't think that they're showing all their cards. As weird as that sounds, it sounds so crazy. I know it does. It sounds weird for me to say, but my gut tells me that they're going to go back. My gut tells me that. But I can understand why people don't have optimism. I can understand why people have concerns. I'm concerned. But why not the Phillies? Why not them? The only team that they can't beat is themselves. They have what it takes. Here comes JT Realmuto in the top of the 7th and the first pitch, and that's taken inside for a ball. I know that we all want them to get there. My eyes say different. That's fine. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch. And that looked like it was a strike, and it's taken for ball 2. What's funny is every time they've gotten to the playoffs, they've turned it on. Yes. 2-0 pitch. JT pops this one up. Thank goodness it's a foul ball, and it's going to find the seats. Jose Budo is out there on the bump for the New York Mets. All right, let's go, baby. Come on. Charge! See the Phillies rally tells in the chat. The 2-1 pitch. Now misses inside for ball 3. Bum, bum. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He swung at ball 4. Come on, JT. That was outside. And he knew it. Don't want to give Budo anything. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Realmuto. Budo gets set just above the belt, gets the signs from Alvarez, winds up and fires, and JT stays alive. Jose this season is has a 2.64 ERA and is also 26 years old. 75 strikeouts in 71 2/3. 21 earned runs allowed. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And JT strikes out and can't catch up to that fastball. So 1 away here in the top of the 7th. JT was absolutely late on that. Comes Brandon Marsh to the plate. Marsh takes a sweeper that's just a little bit low. Batting .254, 16 home runs, 57 RBI as well this season. 1-0 pitch to Marsh. There's a grounder, rolled over towards the right side, scooped up by Iglesias, throw over to first, and Marsh is out. Two up, 2 down. And Yohan Rojas is going to get another crack at it for the Phils. Phillies only have 1 hit since the first inning, which is really crazy when you think about it. And they seem like that they always score after they fall behind. Cody Clemens is going to pinch hit for Yohan Rojas. That's a good move by Rob. And the first pitch to Cody, and there's a fastball at 96 at the kneecaps for strike 1. It'll be trivia time in the bottom of the 7th. The ball's 1 strike, and the pitch. And there's a changeup that misses in the dirt. A lot of close games today in Major League Baseball. One ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch to Cody. And he just gets a piece of it and fouls it. Falcons do lead the Chiefs 7-6 with 8:45 left to go in the second quarter. In case you are wondering about that game. Budo with 12 pitches in this inning so far. 1-2 delivery off the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. Budo kicks, delivers, and the next one is low and away for ball 3. I'm curious to see what he's going to throw here. I wonder if he's going to go with a fastball. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the payoff pitch to Clemens. Swing and a miss. He went with a slider, and it was in the dirt. And Clemens was not expecting that, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Mets bullpen. And it is time to stretch here at Citi Field. Ugh. Man, ugly swing, too. All right, trivia time. Let's go. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. And if you get it right, you will hear this sound. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Play Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button as well. Mod Squad, if you could do me a solid and tell me how many likes and subs we have and just continue to promote the channel, I would really appreciate that. Mods, I want you to keep promoting the channel. Tell people to like and subscribe. If you don't know what to say or if you just remember it, please don't forget about that. And you can never say it too many times. Just keep that up, please. 158 likes and 360 watching. Who was the manager of the Phillies during their 1980 World Series win? We'll keep it simple today. Who was their manager? Can't wait for our big pickup to come back. Hayes will help. Please keep it clean in the chat, if you don't mind. F the crap. Keep it clean. Dallas Green. Dallas Green. Repeat the question. Who was the Phillies manager during the 1980 World Series win? Was it Danny Ozark? That is... Danny Ozark is incorrect. Dallas Green. That is correct. Danny Ozark. And I thought that this... Jack, I thought that you knew your history. I thought that you knew your Phillies history. Come on, man. I expected you to get that one. PAS Raid, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all. Woo! Dallas Green is correct. Good job, guys. Good job for those of you that got it. What is up? PAS is in the house. Cope kills. GG so far. May the best team win. Dude, thank you so much for coming by here. Again, we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. But if you really just love tuning into good play-by-play commentary, I really do encourage you all to like and subscribe because I really think that we do a really good job on here as far as just play-by-play commentary goes. That's what we try to provide with people. So... welcome aboard, guys. Thank you so much for coming on here. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Steven says good luck. Dude, may the best team win. This is a tight game, man. It is. It absolutely is. Right, guys, also here. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to each and every one of you, man. Dallas Green. Mike Green. PS Sports sent me over, and to answer your chat, no, the Phillies won't clinch tonight. Well, I hope not. No offense. Dude, of course you have a right to feel the way that you feel, but I appreciate you for coming on. Showing love, brother. Dropping a like for you, JJ. Keep up the good work. You do a phenomenal job. Love your play-by-play. Love your stream. Go Phillies. JJ, the Flyer rookies have a good game today. Bro, this is... crazy. This is why I can't answer everybody in the chat. We went from 154 to 172 in 15 seconds. Again, thank you all so much for the raid. Appreciate that so much, dude. Really, it means a lot. Winner never quits, and the quitters never win. I never heard that before. So, Zack Wheeler is going to pitch the bottom of the seventh. Francisco Alvarez is up to bat in the pitch, and that is off the plate. And outside for ball one. So Cody Clemens is playing left field. Really? Huh. John told us to join the chat. Appreciate you for coming on. 1-0. And that's down and out for ball two. Francisco Alvarez 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. In case you're wondering where Francisco Lindor is, well, he's not. The earliest that he's scheduled to come back is on Tuesday against the Braves. 2-0, and that misses down for ball three. Come on, Zach. Let's try to find the strike zone here. 3 balls, no strikes. Wheeler gets set at the letters, kicks and fires, and that's on the outside corner for strike one. Three balls, one strike to Francisco Alvarez. Wheeler not wasting any time. Kicks, fires, swing and a miss at 96, and that was right down Broad Street. He was down 3-0, now it's 3-2. Can Zack Wheeler get Alvarez out. The payoff pitch to Alvarez. That's just outside for ball 4, and Alvarez jogs on over to first base, all fired up. Not gonna lie, that was a good at-bat. And Mark Vientos is due up next. Phillies have Matt Strahm warming up in their bullpen. Pitch on the way, and there's a strike right on the inside corner at 96 miles per hour. Vientos batting .269. 0-1, swing and a miss. He got fooled on that sweeper. Vientos in the month of September, batting .214. 15 for 70 to be exact coming into today. 0-2 pitch, and he does not bite after that one. It was low. Like and subscribe, folks. We have 332 people on here watching. Let's get to 4330, man. Let's do it. And you're more than welcome to super chat as well and give back to the channel. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wheeler kicks and fires. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. It was big. And Zach racks up another one. How many in the chat does he have, guys? How many? How many strikeouts? Give me all the Ks. Put 8 in there. Pitch to Taylor, strike 1. Sweeper caught the outside edge. Tyrone Taylor with 2 singles today. Has driven in a run as well. That was to tie the game back in the bottom of the second. 0-1 pitch, and there's a broken bat. Line drive that is caught by Harper, and there's 2 outs. Taylor is having a discussion with JT. Didn't know if they were... I mean that bat just came flying, and it was weird. So when you look at the replay, it caught JT over on his back left side. Ugh. That was when it was broken. Taylor lines out over to first. And thank goodness, for their sake, Alvarez got back to the bag. 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Mets lead at 2-1. Nimmo gave them the lead in the bottom of the 6th on the solo homer. And here's Luis Angel Acuna, who stares at a fastball that misses above the zone. Mets are 45-35 at home. The Phillies are 40-37 on the road. 1-0 pitch. There's a little grounder hit over towards the mound, and Wheeler throws across the diamond in time to get Acuna. He's had a couple little squibblers today, and we were able to take charge and make a good throw over to first, and the inning is over. And a critical inning for the Phillies coming up. Schwarber, Turner, and Harper are due up in the lineup. All right. Rally time, Philadelphia. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's go. I need to see the towels in the chat. I want the division tonight. Come on, bro. Let's go. Come on. Where's my Phillies rally towels? Philly Nation, stand up. Come on. What's up, Sharon? How you doing? There they are. There's my Phillies rally towels. That's more like it. That's more like it. Standing ovation is needed ASAP. Bro, I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for a win. Come on, I'm ready for a comeback. At 90 pitches, Wheeler could pitch the 8th, but it's not a must-win. This is a must-win to me. I mean, it's technically not. It is a must-win. It is a must-win because I want it all. I want the 1 seed. I want the bye. I want everything. So, this is a must-win game. If we win this game, we win the division. I don't want to play around with fire. I want more than just the division. I want the bye, and I want the number 1 seed. So, this is an important game. I think it is a must-win situation. How do you feel down below? Do you think it's a must-win game for the Phillies? I do. I also don't want to lose the series to the Mets 3 out of 4. Diaz is going to come on in to pitch the 8th, and honestly, Mendoza's making a good move here, so it doesn't really surprise me. Can the Phillies get to Diaz? If you want to catch the Dodgers, it's a must-win. Diaz already. You're just impatient. Well, and I don't know how the Dodgers are going to do, man. I don't want to have to rely on the Dodgers. I want us to rely on us. I want us to control our own destiny. Here's Kyle Schwarber facing Edwin Diaz, who's going to pitch the top of the 8th. Mendoza wants him to face the heart and soul of the Phillies lineup, which is the top of the order. So Schwarber steps into the box. First pitch. And check swing, did he go? They say yes. And I cannot believe that. Said yes over at third base. Not a good call. Kyle is 0 for 3. 0 for 6 lifetime against Diaz. And the 0-1 swing and a miss at a 99-mile-per-hour fastball that was above the zone. No balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. The 0-2 pitch, and that's a called strike 3 at 97, 1-2-3, and Kyle goes down looking on strikes, just like that. That one pitch changed the entirety of that at-bat. It did. Diaz with 19 saves and a 3.49 ERA. The pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out over to center field, and that's going to drop in for a single. And Trey bloops one out to center field, and the tying run is over at first base. And Bryce Harper is coming up to bat. Let's go. All right. Come on, Bryce. Let's see the Bryce Harper emojis. All right. First pitch to Harper, swing and a miss. That fastball was right down the middle at 99. And Harper was late. Just 2 for 13 in his career against Diaz. The ball is 1 strike. And here's the 0-1 to Harper, swing and a miss once again. That fastball was high and away. I think Turner has to go here. I do. The ball's 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch to Harper. Outside, throw over the second base, and Turner is safe. He heard me all the way here from South Jersey. Let's go. Let's go. Nice steal by Trey. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the tying run is now in scoring position. Wonder if he'll still third. The 1-2 to Harper. Check swing. Did Harper go? They say that he did over at third base, and there's 2 down in the top of the 8th, just like that. Harper now 0 for 4 today with 3 strikeouts. He went. Absolutely went. Can Alec Bohm tie it up? First pitch to Alec, way outside for ball 1. I actually like Alec in this spot here. I do. All you gotta do is make good contacts. 1 ball, no strikes, and Turner's gonna go. The pitch is inside for a strike, or is in there for a called strike. Excuse me. And Turner's now over at third. Got a little bit distracted there. So it was right down the middle, and Bohm took it all the way, and a base hit can tie the game. 1-1, way up high. Oh boy. Alvarez laughs just a little bit as he made the catch. That gets by him, and Trey could come in to score. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch from Diaz. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Angel Acuna has it, throws over to first, and that is going to do it in the top of the 8th. And Iglesias, Nimmo, and Alonso are due up next as Turner gets stranded over at third. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. That one stings. That does. Thank you so much for coming on here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Diaz is on fire now. He is. He's back to his old self. He's been pitching pretty well ever since he came back. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on those bell icons. Keep it clean in the chat, folks. Keep it clean in the chat. Mods, if somebody's cursing, warn them. And if they do it again, put them in a timeout. That's how we roll on here, bro. We can feel emotional about our teams, but just remember to keep it clean because we have kids on here. And we try to keep it family friendly. Like and subscribe. Turn on the bell icons, too. And if you want to donate to the channel, all you got to do is press that super chat emoji. That's all you got to do. You don't have to, but it certainly does help the channel. It does. If we want to incorporate more things in the future, more sound effects, more visuals, and more monitors and extra stuff like that to give us more good content for play-by-play. That's why donating can definitely help. You can also become a member of Play-by-Play with JJ too. Okay, members get really cool perks and really cool access to things. They just do. So if you want to become a member, it's $2.99 a month. It is $2.99 a month, but it is absolutely worth it. And the link is right here. All right, I'm gonna post it right now. This is the link. Become a member today, and you're more than welcome to gift memberships as well if you're doing it on a laptop. Mets fans wait till the 8th inning to come out. It's still ain't over yet. Zack Wheeler is going to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Wheeler's done a really good job today, overall. Wheeler gets set above the letters, lines up, kicks, and deals in the pitch, and Iglesias swings at it, but it hits him. It's a strike nonetheless, but that got him square on the knee. And Iglesias is down. He's in some pain. He gets on that knee that he got hit on and steps back up. And we'll try to shake it off. Oof. He actually really fouled it off of his knee. It's hard to tell in real time, but he did. He fouled it right off of his knee. Zack has 91 pitches in this ball game. He's been really solid overall. A 1 pitch. That misses inside for a ball. The difference? Brandon Nimmo's solo homer. Back in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive foul ball that goes out of play. Jose Iglesias in the box. Singled to lead off the bottom of the 1st. And hasn't been on base ever since. The pitch on the way, ground ball. And Bohm tries to make a sliding stop, and he can't do so. It just got by him. Actually, he knocked it down, and he sort of trapped it, but Iglesias gets on with an infield single nonetheless. It was backhanded by Bohm, and he should have had that. It was hit off the end of the bat, and yep, just went in and out of the glove. And Rob Thompson's going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Zack Wheeler. Rob says he did a good job today. And the Phillies will, I guess, have Matt Strom come in to face the lefty Nimmo. So they ruled that as an infield single, even though Bohm should have definitely been able to pick at that. He's done it before. That's why I say that. Me last Thursday, not worried about the Mets. They have to play the Phils this weekend. Me now, SMH. We coming for them next, says Rico. I appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. I was a Marlins fan this afternoon. I'm sure that you were. I'm sure you were a Marlins fan this afternoon. Like and subscribe, folks, if you enjoyed this content. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs if we play like this. After the game is done, I will give you my thoughts for sure. I promise. I will do that. Sheridan almost worked. Wheeler deserved better. Hell of an outing for him. Paul Hudrick's right. Paul Hudrick covers the Sixers for Liberty Ballers. But, yeah, he's right about that. He did. He deserved better tonight. He pitched really well. Gave you everything out there. I gotta tell you, Mendoza made a good move. That was a winning manager type of a play. To go have to go have the closer pitch against the top part of the lineup. That was the right move. It was. Tyler McGill pitched today, went 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Phil Maton also pitched 2 innings. Didn't have a strikeout, a hit allowed, or a walk allowed. So Nimmo's up to bat, and he'll face Strom here. And Strom throws it inside. Phillies did win the regular season series against the Mets, but they're hoping to win the division and split this series tonight. 1-0. There's a line drive foul ball. Just don't give him anything good to swing at. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strom kicks and fires, and that is outside for ball 3. Or for ball 2. Come on, dude. Nimmo batting .245 this season against left-handed pitching. 2-1 pitch. Here it is, and there is a foul ball. Just off the foot of Brandon Nimmo. Alonso is up next. Phillies are a half game behind the Dodgers for the best record in baseball. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout by Strom, and there's one gone in the bottom of the 8th. And Pete Alonso is coming up. They have the Save the Polar Bear signs out at Citi Field. Playing in what is potentially his last home game as a Met, maybe, depending on what happens. The pitch, and that's taken low. 1 ball, no strikes to Pete Alonso. Power on power, lefty on righty. Strom stares back at first, now back to the plate, and the 1-0 pitch, and that misses way inside. Alonso has 226 homers, which is the 3rd most in Mets franchise history. 2 balls, no strikes, and the next pitch on the way, swung on and hit out over to left field. It's a foul ball, thank goodness. It got out in front of it just a little bit. And it looked like with the way that the fans were standing, they looked like they were ready to explode. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Alonso. And Strom doesn't get the call. It was a sinker that just sailed inside. Fasten those seatbelts. Three balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1 pitch. Line drive, played on a bounce by Bohm. Flip over to second, there's one. Throw over to first, and Alonso beats it out. It's a 5-4 fielder's choice. And the inning continues. I suppose right down the middle, too, and Alonso was just looking to make good contact with it. He did, but Bohm was shifted perfectly and played him the pole over towards that third base side. And now J.D. Martinez will pinch hit for Jesse Winker, and Mendoza with another good move. However, he is 0 for his last 31. In theory, it's a good move. Pitch on the way. And there's a foul ball hit back over towards the screen. Both teams tonight with runners in scoring position. The Phillies are 1 for 7, and the Mets are 2 for 3. Do have a runner on over at first, though. 0-1 pitch. Foul ball that hooks out of play towards the right field side. In the top of the 9th for the Phillies, they'll have Castellanos, Stott, and Realmuto due up in the batting order. The 0-2 pitch to Martinez. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, Matt Strom. And it's time to go to the top of the 9th. Phillies down to their final 3 outs, and Diaz is going to go back out there for the 9th inning. Let's see how the Phillies can do here. Oh, boy. This is interesting. Interesting for sure. Down 2-1, Castellanos, Stott, and Realmuto will bat in the top of the 9th. We have to tie it here. Come on, play small ball. Rally Towels in the chat, let's go. Come on, bro. Come on. Wheeler's line tonight, 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs allowed, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts as well. Remember, Tyler McGill pitched for the Mets. He went 4 innings, 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run. This Mets bullpen has been really solid tonight. 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, and 1 hit. 1. We'll talk about the game after this as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, folks. And turn on those bell icons. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? Did we get to at least the 200 mark? That's what we got to do. We'll be back on tomorrow night for the Phillies game for sure. Let's go. There's my rally towels. The manager needs to tell them that. Still got a chance, man. I believe. Oh, boy. Come on. If we got the Diaz before a couple of times this year, we can do it again. I don't know if sending him out there for 2 innings is the right... In theory, it's the right thing to do. I just don't know if it's going to work out. I don't. They say that this would be the biggest outing of his Mets career to this point, Ben Yoel says on Twitter. So it's a tough one. Phillies have 4, 5, and 6 up in the lineup. And time called by Alvarez. He's heading over to the dugout. Are they going to call a pitch clock violation? They are. They're going to call a pitch clock violation. It's a 1-0 count to Nick Castellanos. Had to get a new piece of something. It's funny how that counts as a pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Casty. It was running inside, and he fouls it off. It's a 1-1 count. Nick is 2 for 3 today. He singled in the first and singled in the fourth. 4 for 11 lifetime against Edwin Diaz. The 1-1 to Casty, and that's going to be flinged out over to left field, and that will be caught, though, right by Brandon Nimmo for out number 1. Didn't really have to move a whole lot, and there's 1 away, just like that. And now it's Bryson Stott coming up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch to Stott, strike 1. Right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. They'll wind up in the pitch, and that's outside. Good eye by Stott there. I'm trying to not look at any sort of spoilers. 1-1 pitch. Outside and high for ball 2. Diaz has never gone 2 innings before in a Mets uniform. 2-1, and that's way outside and high for ball 3. This is getting interesting. Red lights all the way. Red lights all the way. 3-1 pitch. Outside for ball 4. And the tying run is over at first base. And Mendoza, well, the camera's on him now as JT Realmuto comes up. Stott is 29 for 32 in stolen bases this season. And this is a big base running opportunity for him. He's going to go. The first pitch that's in there for a strike, and there's no throw over to second base, and Stott's in scoring position just like that. Wow. He went at the perfect time. Now Alvarez didn't even throw it. 0-1, swing and a miss on a slider that was on the outside corner. That also does get rid of the double play. Ronnie Stanek is warming up in the Mets bullpen. No balls, 2 strikes. Base hit ties it. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw over to third base. And that's going to get, or it actually bounces on the bag. It hit Stott for a second, and it just took a weird bounce and pinballed all the way to Vientos. JT strikes out, though, and the tying run's over at third, and the Phillies are down to their final outs. Let's see. Oh, man. It literally hit the bag over at third base. It hit the third base bag, and Stott was like, I don't know where it is, and Vientos caught it. So now it's Brandon Marsh coming up. The first pitch, high and away for ball 1. Tying run over at third. Phillies down to their final outs. One ball and no strikes to Marsh. The pitch on the way. That's just high for ball 2. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Batting .253 this season. 2-0 to Marsh, way up high again for ball 3, and he's ahead in the count, 3-0. I'm going red light here. 3 balls, no strikes to Marsh. And the next one is outside and high for ball 4, and that's going to put runners over at the corners with 2 outs. And Cody Clemens is going to come up, and Mendoza is going to make another move here. It looks like he's going to go out there to talk things over with Diaz. Just have a conversation with him. Oh, boy. The suspense is wild. He's going to stay in. Rally towels in the chat. Let's go. Come on, Cody. Cody steps into the batter's box right now. Biggest at-bat of the season for him. First pitch, and that's on the outside corner at 99 for strike 1. It was a good pitch. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss, and just like that, the Phillies are down to their final strike. Marsh does advance over to second base. So if there is somehow, some way a base hit, the Phillies can take the lead. But they're down to their final strike. Diaz with the crowd behind him. Gets set just below the belt. The 0-2 pitch, high and away. And that was at 101. Phillies down to their final strike. The 1-2 to Clemens. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. And Edwin Diaz gets a 6-out save just like that, and the Mets take the series. And their magic run continues. Disappointing loss for the Phillies tonight as they lose 2-1 in New York, and the Mets take 3 out of 4 at home versus the Phils. Wow. Good pitch, too. Definitely a lot to talk about, that's for sure. I will give you my thoughts in just a little bit. Crazy. That is absolutely wild. Gotta wait another day for the division. But the Phillies lose by a final score of 2-1 to the Mets. I'm going to give you my thoughts in just a couple of seconds. But first and foremost, okay, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I do. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on here. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on those bell icons. All right? That's thing number one. If you want to become a member, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. If I miss a super chat, guys, I apologize about that. Please, let me know if I missed something. Because I was just really involved with the play-by-play on here. Yeah, I have thoughts. I do. That was a gut punch. Phil Maton gets the win. He's now 3-3 on the season. Zack Wheeler does get the loss. He's now 16-7. And Diaz gets his 20th save. He does. Yeah, the difference of the ball game, Brandon Nimmo's home run out over to right field. But that wasn't why the Phillies lost this game. That was the difference of the game, but bats just went silent again today. This was I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I feel like that they lost a playoff series today. I do. And I'm in the moment right now. I feel numb. I do. I feel absolutely numb. And I was disappointed. I was really just disappointed overall. I was just disappointed that they had their chances in the first. And they just couldn't come away with... They came up with only one with the bases loaded. You know? That's what really bothered me tonight. That opportunity was big. I did not like Bryce Harper's at-bats today. I did not like Kyle Schwarber's at-bats today. I felt like that they were just giving away at-bats. I really did. Sometimes I could see that early on they were battling. But the problem was that later on in the game, as the game continued, they were giving away at-bats. In the 6th and then the 7th inning, to be exact. The 8th inning comes, and Mendoza does the right thing, putting in the closer in that spot and having him go a couple of innings. I thought him as maybe a gamble. It worked. It worked. And as soon as they got the lead like that, that's how the playoffs are going to go. Once they have the lead, this was a playoff game. Once whoever has the lead, they're going to go to their best pitchers. And it's like, well, you're digging yourself into a hole. And the Phillies dug themselves into a hole tonight by just not getting a lot on the offense. And I'm more so angry just about the way that they attacked this game. I did not expect them to win with Ranger on the mound yesterday. I expected them to lose that game. This, I expected them to win. I did. They should feel ashamed of themselves because they had a really nice chance to take the division tonight and also cut the magic number of winning or of getting the bye down to 2. All isn't lost. But in the moment, this is a very frustrating loss that they sort of had. You know? I felt like that they had this. People are probably going to be like, well, not really, because the offense didn't really show for it. But with Zack Wheeler, I trust him out there, and I feel like every time that he goes out there, he's going to win. That's why I really thought that they had this. I did. And for him not to be able to get the win, it's terrible. He can't give up that home run pitch, but how are you going to get the win if your team isn't scoring a lot of runs? It stings. It bothers me. It really does. This Mets team is a good team, but we have holes, man. We have holes. And again, I want to hear your thoughts, and I'm going to display some of your chats. This was brutal. This was brutal. I didn't think that Rob got outcoached, though, today. I thought that Rob managed a good game. I just thought that his bats today did not capitalize. I'm watching them chase after curveballs that are in the dirt. I'm watching them putting up bad at-bats late in the game. Kyle Schwarber had a really bad at-bat in that 8th inning, and I know that he fell behind in the count, and that pitch, the first pitch, it was a check swing. I didn't think he went around, and I said that that changes the complexity of the at-bats, but you know what? That's baseball, dude. That's baseball, and you gotta figure it out. And Kyle today, I know that he's come through a lot of times for the Phillies, and I'm not going to be so hard on him today, but tonight he absolutely laid an egg. He didn't do so good. He hit a home. He almost doesn't count. It would have been a home run in 18 other ballparks. Guess what? It wasn't a home run in this ballpark. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Flied out to center. And that's what happens, man. It's a results game. Jesse Winker almost homered today. Did that count? No. So they didn't get the results today. And I am really disappointed. And I'm bothered. I'm really bothered by that. Absolutely abysmal. I'm probably going to get booed for this, but this might have been a blessing in disguise. Phillies will probably clinch tomorrow at the bank. I don't like that mentality. You had a chance to do that. Mets are a better team than the Phillies. I'm not there yet either. Because the Phillies just took 2 out of 3 against them at home. And the Mets took 3 out of 4 against them here. I think that this will be a great playoff series. I do. I think that it's anybody's game. I think it's the flip of a coin. Phillies are better on paper, but the Mets do have that groove. But I think that this will be a good series. No champagne tonight for the Phils. The Mets. Why do the Eagles pull off a comeback with injuries and then the Phillies do this? They're still going to win the division and get a bye. I don't know, but this was, I wanted them to do it tonight. I did. I really, really wanted them to do it tonight. I guess that we have to sweep the Mets in Atlanta. I want you to I'm not going to lie. I'd love y'all to take them out. I don't know if y'all can, though. I was so sure that they would win, says Patricia. I thought that they had it, too. I did. I thought that they had it, too. Sarah and Stevie Welsh. What's going on? What's up? This team is not making it past the first round. The Mets are the better team. They just don't have it. You know, I'm not going to say anything to that right now because the Mets are hot and the Mets just won. Okay. I'm going to let this sink in. I'm going to let this gel. And then we see what happens tomorrow. I still believe in them. I do. I still believe in them. I still think that they can do it. I'm an optimist. Call me whatever, but I still believe in them. It's the truth. And I'm not just hanging on by a thread there. I do. I truly believe that. $300 million and he's not even a top 20 player. It's sad. That swing by Realmuto was awful. It was. The hitters could have done better. I said that, man. I said that. This team has struggled with runners in scoring position. Tonight they were 1 for 9. It's not good. Feel like these guys are tired. They want to go home, but they look at us. Just clinch the division, and then you can relax, says Tim. So now you have to hope that Nola comes through and plays well. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I know that we don't feel so good, but for those of you that don't feel good, let me leave you with this. Okay. The good news is that we can still clinch the division tomorrow. We play the Cubs. We can still get that done tomorrow. Okay? And that still is an accomplishment. We can get closer to the bye tomorrow, too. But there is some light. There is. I think that would be a good thing. Winning the division is still an accomplishment. And we're still one game. Okay? We're still one game away from doing that. To be a Braves fan rooting hard for the Phillies to take the series versus the Mets is disappointing. You had one job. Yeah. Guess what? You guys had one job to do to help us against the Dodgers. I mean, at least y'all split, but y'all didn't take 3 out of 4. Now we have to rely on Nola. We're doomed. Harper was a letdown. The window for the Phillies is closing. They're getting older. Look at the age of their several key players. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to deal with all this negativity. You guys have the right to feel how you feel, but I'm already down, and I don't want to get even more down. Hey, JJ, an excellent game call as always. Your play-by-play is always welcome in my house. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you for coming on here. And on that note, we're going to wrap it up, okay? I appreciate you all for coming on here. It means a lot to me. Like and subscribe on your way out, please, and thank you. And if you really did enjoy this call, we tried to do our very, very best, okay? And I hope that you like it. All right, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Freak Nation, we'll do this. We can still do this. All right. Shouldn't have to rely on other teams if you're a good enough team. It's true. That's a really good point, man. All right, have a good night. Lala Tov, everybody. Peace out. Good night.